Hi everyone, this is going to be the reading for Taurus for the month of May 2024. Oops, a bunch of cards decided to fall out. So this can apply if you're a Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, as well as North Node. So be sure to check out the other signs in case this does not resonate. Take whatever resonates and then leave out the rest. If you'd like to book a reading with me, like a tarot reading, a birth chart reading, or synastry reading, definitely drop me an email. The link is in the description box below. Alright, so let's get started. I'll show you the cards that I got. I got the Five of Cups, then I got the Queen of Cups. Don't know if you can see it clearly. Queen of Cups. The Knight of Cups, lots of Cups energy. And then I got the Six of Pentacles. And I got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So, Taurus, I feel like some of you may be regretting something to do with the past. And I say this because I got the Five of Cups in this reading. It's this energy of spilt milk, or, wishing that something didn't happen the way it did. But then, if this person was to look around behind them, they would realize that they still have two cups that are upright, and the Two of Cups is very much about, balance and harmony and all the good things in life. So I feel like some of you may be going through that right now, where you are regretting something in the past, but you really don't need to do that, because there is still a lot of potential in whatever you have going on right now. So focus on the present. That's something that I would recommend. I'm getting the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is Cancerian energy. Again, very nostalgic energy. Looking at the past, reminiscing about things. But this doesn't have the heaviness associated with the Five of Cups. This is more like happy, content, peaceful. I do feel like some of you may be taking stock of your life. When I say that, I mean maybe materially as well. Because even though the Queen of Cups is about emotions, cups are about emotions, but Taurus, you are an earth sign, so you are about the material realm. And the energy this card is giving me right now is that of taking stock of your material possessions. So some of you may be deciding to maybe declutter, if that's your thing. If you're trying to go minimal, if you feel like you've got too much going on in your life, you may be in a phase of decluttering, whether that be people in your life, whether that be things in your life, situations, whatever it is. Or some of you may be into taking stock of like money, like investing, budgeting, that kind of thing. I feel like it's a lot to do with inventory check. And it's interesting because the Queen of Cups is Cancerian energy, and the energy that I just talked about is very Capricornian. It's that Queen of Pentacles energy. It's the polar opposite of Cancer. So I feel like some of you are tapping into that, where it's very practical, very resourceful, but you know getting your bearings together, if that's the right expression. But yes, it's very much about taking stock of the situation, analyzing whether you need something, whether that's a person, whether that's a thing, whether that's, like I said, a lot of you are in this decluttering mode, which is good, which is healthy. We do need to prune our garden pretty often. uh, I'm also seeing the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is very it's positive energy. It's somebody bringing in good news, good vibe. It could be a new job, it could be a new relationship, it could be just some kind of a positive development in your life. But this is it may not seem like a grand gesture, it does not feel like this huge thing that's happening, but it's definitely very, very promising. That's what I would say. So don't dismiss it. Like if something like this is coming your way, don't dismiss it thinking that, oh, it's not a big deal, because you never know what could snowball into something much bigger, right? So pay attention to something like this if it's coming your way. Do not disregard it. Now I'm seeing the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is this energy of generosity and giving. But but the energy that I'm getting from this card, Taurus, is that maybe you've been doing too much of that of late, where you've been very giving of your energy, maybe your money, or just being very generous in general to the people in your life. And maybe it's time to take a step back, because sometimes Taurus, like Taurus, you're ruled by Venus, so you are very generous in spirit. In general, you're a very good soul. You have a lot of kindness in your heart. But sometimes you may overgive, whether that be material things, whether that be your time, whether that be your energy. So it's time maybe in the month of May to just take a step back and see where you're giving too much of your time and energy. Again, this very decluttering mode is what I'm picking up here. So you're really being very clear about energy leakages, if that makes sense. So if you're giving too much of your time for some to people and they're not really reciprocating, I think you're deciding to just pull back the energy a little bit and just focus on yourself more. And I think that's wise. I think that you should do that more often. Because sometimes Taurus people can take advantage of your kindness because you are a good soul. I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles. It's coming up as a reversal. So Knight of Pentacles is this energy of Virgo, and you know, Virgo energy is very disciplined, very organized, very detail oriented as well. Um, Now, because this is coming up as a reverse, I feel like some of you may not be tapped into that energy. So even though you want to declutter, even though you want to really sort of get lean, quote unquote, when it comes to your life, when it comes to things in your life in general, and just close off all the energy leakages and just get very streamlined, that does require a certain amount of being detail oriented. So being more organized, being more disciplined. Not that you lack that, Taurus. You are a very disciplined person in general. Like once you set your mind on something, there's really no way that anybody can derail you. But this exercise that you're doing in the month of May of like decluttering and getting more streamlined, that does require a certain amount of discipline and just getting into the nooks and corners. So I'll give you an example. If you're trying to budget or if you're trying to cut down on expenses and just get very clear on where you're like overspending and things like that, you do need to probably like sit down with a notebook if paper and pen is your thing, or get down with like an Excel spreadsheet and just start putting in your expenses and everything. So that level of detail is required, and again it's a form of discipline because that's an ongoing exercise. You would probably need to do that every day in a month to just see the overall effect of where you're spending or what needs to like be cut down. So again, this is like the backbone that will result in this streamlining that you are really looking towards. So that's something that I would recommend. Just get back into your discipline mode and really pay attention to the details as well, because sometimes it's easy to get caught up in the big picture and forget that the small things that may be sapping our energy. Like one thing that I could suggest, Taurus, is if you can make your life in any area less complicated, definitely do that. So if you're taking 10 steps to do something or make something happen, if that can be cut down to 5, do it. Basically, cut down on anything that's unnecessary. That can even be people. Like if there are people draining your energy, it's time. You don't have to like cut them off, but it's definitely time to like take a step back and keep a distance from them, because it's very easy to get sucked into a vortex and not realize where your energy is going on a daily basis. So this is something that would really help you. Really keep a close eye on what's draining your energy, whether that's time, whether that's money, whatever. Yeah, I'm seeing the Empress in the reverse mode. And this is your card, Taurus. This is Venusian energy. This is you, but you're coming up as a reversal, which means that you're not feeling in your element this month. A lot of you may be feeling out of sorts. A lot of you may be feeling like you're not really in your Venusian, sort of laid back, let it come to me. energy, because there's a lot of things that's clogging up your life right now. Like I said, there may be people that taking up your space. There may be a lot of just processes that you have going on in your life that just take up a lot of energy, take up a lot of time, or there may be just a lot of money that you're spending on things that you could probably find more cost effective alternatives to that. So just take a stock, like do an inventory check on where things are sort of leaking or what's like draining your energy, and you'll be back in your Empress energy in no time. Like this is going to come back. You're going to be back in your element very soon once you take care of the rest. But do tap into that Virgo energy, do tap into that, like getting into the nooks and corners, getting into the discipline of making it a daily practice to see where you're spending your energy, your money, your time, everything. Yeah, and don't regret the past. There's nothing in there that you can extract from, because Taurus, you do have the tendency to like hold on to things. You can often think of people as things. You hoard relationships, you hoard things. So there can be a tendency like to hold on to the past, but there's nothing there. And if you look in your present circumstances, you'll find way better things that you can actually utilize and get the most out of. So that's the reading for you, Taurus, for the month of May. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up, do share, like, and subscribe. And if you'd like to book a reading, definitely contact me on email. The link is in the description box below. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.